Hi guys, it's Amanda. Today I'm going to teach you how to lose your love handles and lower belly fat. I'm going to start this video off by saying that this was kind of clickbait, but not totally, and you'll see why. So in order to lose fat anywhere on your body, you have to be taking in less calories than you're burning throughout the day. So that sounds really simple, really straightforward, but the execution of it is actually a little bit complicated, and that's why it's always good to have a coach helping you through it. So the first thing that you have to do is you have to know how many calories you are burning throughout the day. So if you're currently maintaining your weight, your calories burned are in alignment with your calories taken in. And if you want to achieve fat loss, you have to either eat less or exercise more. What I like to do with my clients is a little bit of both. We meet a little bit in the middle. We start taking down calories a little bit, increasing exercise a little bit, and that will help you burn more calories throughout the day than you're taking in, and therefore achieve fat loss. But it gets a little bit tricky with when you want to lose fat from a certain place on your body. The harsh reality of it is that you can't choose where it comes off of first. So you're gonna start losing fat, you're gonna start seeing the scale go down, and you're not necessarily gonna lose fat from the place that you really want it to first. So say it was your love handles or your lower belly fat. You can do as many crunches as you want, but that's not gonna necessarily mean that that's where the fat's gonna come off of first. Where your fat comes off of first has a lot to do with genetics. So if you take me, for example, when I start to lose fat, I see it in my arms and my stomach first. That's where I start to lose the fat first. In my experience, it takes about 12 weeks of being in that fat loss phase, being in that point where I'm burning more calories throughout the day than I'm taking in, before I start to see any fat loss in my legs. My body will hold on to the fat on my legs as long as it possibly can. But around that time is when it will eventually start to come off my legs, and I can see my legs lean out a little bit more. So what you really have to do is, if you really have a goal of losing fat in a certain place, you have to stick with that diet long term, and you have to just keep pushing through until you see the fat loss where you want it to be. For some people, it's completely different. For some people, they'll see fat loss on their legs first, and then their arms will be the last place for it to come off. So yeah, it is a harsh reality. I see all the time people in the gym like doing tons of oblique exercises, thinking that it's gonna make their waist smaller, it's gonna cinch in their waist, when actually in reality, if you're doing a bunch of oblique exercises with weight, you're gonna build out that oblique muscle, and it's gonna be a little counterproductive, but that's a video for another day. So yeah, we can't spot reduce. It's really sad. If we could, then everybody would have a tiny waist, big boobs, a big butt. If that's your goal, then I recommend checking out Kim Kardashian's plastic surgeon, because whoever it is doing a really good job. So the takeaway from this is basically, if you stick with that diet, stick with that exercise plan long enough, eventually it will come off, but you can't choose where your fat comes off of first. I know it's not really the answer that everybody was looking for, but it's the truth. I do want to mention that if you have been in a fat loss phase for a while and you're still not seeing that fat loss where you want it to be, you're eating less than 1,400 calories, you're already doing like an hour of cardio a day, and you're just like really running yourself to the ground, it's time to prioritize your health over losing your love handles or losing your lower belly fat. You need to put your health first at that point. So at that point, you can kind of go into a reverse diet. We'll go into a reverse diet in another video. But yeah, so it comes to a point where you're doing too much to your body. Put your health first, and then you can get back to those fat loss goals another time in the future. So if you're interested in working one-on-one with me, there is a link in my bio that you can apply for one-on-one coaching. We can figure out what your maintenance calories are, and then from there we can work towards either fat loss, muscle building, whatever your goals are. One-on-one with me, 24/7 access to me, weekly check-ins, because it's something that's not very easy to do on your own. And I'm here to help you. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and check the link out in my bio. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, it's Amanda Tarantino Fit. Check out my blog, amandatarantino.fit.com. And if you have any questions, if any of this was confusing, if you hated this, if you loved it, anything, throw it in the comments. I would love to hear.